Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Barry and this is Sensualize. And today we've got my wish list for 2021. So I've seen a few people do wish lists, Christmas wish lists, but this is a wish list for next year. And it'll be interesting at the end of next year as to how many of them I actually picked up. So what I've done, I've actually picked 100 fragrances. Yeah, it might seem like a lot, but my wish list, the problem is with it, I'm always adding stuff to it. So something which might be near the top of my wish list soon gets knocked down as soon as something new comes out. So it'll be interesting how it's done. And the 100 I've separated into 31 niche, although some of those are designer, but they're top end designer, and then the rest are designers. So on Fragrantica, there's a great tool on there. I didn't even realize till recently. Rich Mitch told me about it, where you can actually, it's got its own built-in databases for your profile, so you can put what fragrances you own into Fragrantica. You can put what fragrances you used to own, and you can also put in there your wish list. So my wish list is quite big, as you'll see. So I've been adding to it, I've been taking away from it, and now I'm at 100, so I thought what better time is to do it. And we'll kick straight in with the designers, and the first one on the list is Armani Diamonds. Now this is one that Steve from Frags to Riches keeps going on about, and it does sound like a really nice fragrance. I've seen it quite cheap a few times and I didn't pick it up, and then it got hyped again after Nigel did a live, and it seems to have gone up again in price, so I'll wait for it to drop and then I'll try and pick it up then. So the next one is Hypnose by Lancome. Now I just love the look of this bottle. It is an amazing looking bottle, and that is another one that's been hyped by a few people. And then we've got Narciso Rodriguez. There's two from that range that I want. There's the Blue Noir and there's the normal for him. Ralph Lauren Polo Green, I want to get that. It's one that I've wanted to get for a long time, and I should get it really. Next one is Nico Sculpture. This has got really good recommendations from people, so it's another one I'm looking to get. And then we've got Mustache by Rochas, and there's another Rochas that I want to get, and which is Rochas Man with the really nicely shaped bottle. Perry Ellis 360 Red, that's another one I want to get. People keep going on about it and it's a cheapie, so I need to get hold of it really. The next one was Zadig and Voltaire. I've seen a few people talk about that, and I know Chris from Fragmentals recently picked it up, so that's one I want to get. Salvatore Ferragamo, there's a few of those I want to get. I've got the Uomo, I want to get the Urban Feel, the Casual Life and the Signature. So there's quite a few of those I want to get. Next one, a Paco Rabanne, Invictus Aqua, but I want to try and get the 2016 if I can. But I do know that it doesn't go very cheaply, so that might be difficult to get hold of. Next one, Aramis, and this one is Tobacco Reserve. Now I could have picked this up for £25 from my local TK Maxx back in February, March time, and I didn't know that much about it, and I thought, no, it's an Aramis, and Aramis you can get quite cheap anyway than the old school Aramis. So I left it, and then it's been hyped again recently, people saying how good it was. Went on to try and pick it up, and you're talking £60 plus, so thinking, no, I'll wait for that one to come back down again in price. So the next three, and they're all by Roberto Cavalli, and I own the Uomo, so I want to get the Deep Desire, the Silver Essence and the La Notte. The La Notte is the one that really appeals to me. Next ones, and we're talking Frank Olivier. So I picked up a few of these recently. I picked up Oud Touch and Amber. I want to pick up Oud Vanilla, and I want to pick up the Passion, and I also want to pick up the Sun Java Intense, I think it's called. So those are all ones that I want to pick up. Hugo Boss Orange, I want to pick that up. Rich Mitch, who I mentioned earlier, he sent me a sample of a couple that I want to pick up. One of them is the Thierry Mugler Taste the Difference, is it? Let me just have a look. The Taste of Fragrance, which is discontinued and it's really hard to get hold of. Balenciaga was another one that I want to get, which Rich sent me a sample of. And the last one that he sent me was Jules 2016 by Dior, so I want to try and get that as well. All really good fragrances, really enjoy them. I want to pick up YSL's Opium. That is one which I recently tried, and a friend of mine has been saying how good that is. Another one I pick up is Valentino Uomo Intense. Now I know that's discontinued, so that might be more difficult to pick up, but I'm sure I might be able to pick up a deal somewhere. I think that's all the Valentino ones. Bulgari, I think there's 5 on there that I want to pick up. I want to pick up the Man line basically. I want to pick up the Extreme, the Orient, and the Wood Neroli. I've already got the Wood Essence and the Man in Black, and I also want to pick up a couple of the Aquas as well, the Aqua Pour Homme and the Aqua Atlantique. I've got the Aqua Amara and I've got the Aqua Marine, so those are all ones that I want to pick up. I want to pick up Giorgio for Men by Beverly Hills. That's another one which has had a bit of hype. And I want to pick up a couple of Ferrari ones as well. Bright Neroli and the Fig one as well. Noble Fig, I think it's called. I want to pick up one which Mr. Smelly, Dan, bigged up the other day. Passion for Men by Elizabeth Taylor. I want to pick up Blue Seduction by Antonio Banderas. There's a couple of Bentleys I want to pick up. Bentley for Men and the Bentley for Men Azure. What else was there? Another one I want to pick up, and it's the perfume. It's Yognog by Lush. I've got the shower gel and it's amazing. I love the smell of it. The problem is, so do the wife and kids, so that shower gel is going down pretty quickly, but I really want to try and get the fragrance if I can get hold of it. I want to get hold of a dupe. John will be happy with that one, but this is Dupe Homme Wild, because of the boozy notes to it. Another one that Mr. Smelly picked up was Laura Biagiotti, Roma Uomo. I want to pick that up. And also another one I want to pick up is Bowling Green by Jeffrey Bean. I know that's had quite a bit of hype. Mr. Uncommon Sense, DeAndre, he told me about Chic for Men by Carolina Herrera. I want to pick that up. And another one that he bigged up and really likes is Fan Defendi Pour Arms. That's another one I still want to pick up. I've had them in and out my basket so many times, you wouldn't believe it. There's a couple of Terre de Hermes I want to pick up. I want to pick up the Très Fraîche, and I want to pick up the Intense Vetiver. And then another one which Mr. Smelly bigged up, the Odor Prep by Tommy Hilfiger. That's another one I want to try and get. Just looking at what else there is. The Versace Oud Noir. That's one I want to try and get. I know Mark from Aussie Fragrance has bigged that up recently. And I know Paul from Mags Frags has also done a review on that, and that sounds really good. Platinum Egoiste by Chanel is another one I want to get. There's a couple of Galans on there. Louis. There's also the Les Absolus d'Orient, Santal Royal. Yep. There's a couple of women's ones which I want to get. There's Shalimar, EDP, Mitsoko, and Jiki. I also want to pick up the Aqua Allegoria Orange Soleil, really enjoy that. What else was there? There's 4 Mason Margiela's that I want to pick up. So I've got By the Fireplace. I want to pick up Under the Lemon Tree, because that's a really nice summer fragrance. Jazz Club. What else was there? Beach Walk, really enjoy that. That's really nice. And At the Barbers. I'm a big fougere lover, so At the Barbers is one I definitely want to pick up. There's another Versace I want to pick up, Eros Flame. I've got Eros, need to pick that one up. What else is there? All those are niche. Rive Gauche by YSL, but this is an old version. I want to pick up the old version. Really want to get that. I want to pick up Galan Heritage. That's another big one. I've had that in my basket so many times, and I've managed to see it for quite a decent price, but then I've spent my money on other things. So that's another one I pick up. I want to pick up Eccentric Molecules 04 after Matt from Questioning Sense told me about it. And then there's a few basic ones which I feel as a reviewer I should really own. So La Nuit de l'Homme, Le Mal, 1 Million, Armani Code Profumo, and the Spice Bomb Original. So I feel as though I should own all of those, and I don't. So those are all the designers that I'm looking to pick up. So onto the niche ones, and we'll start off with Tom Ford. And they're not really niche, it's a designer, but some of the private blend are niche prices, although a couple of these don't come in the private blend. So we've got Oud Wood, a big fan of that, really enjoy it, just never seen it for a good enough price. Plum Japonais, I know Tony from Fragdicted loves this, and Chris at Fragmental, that's one I would definitely want to get hold of. I've tried the Perfume Parlour and love it. Ombre Leather, it's another one I need to get. Noir Extreme, it's another one which I just love the Kulfi note in it, and I feel as though I should have it. And Grey Vetiver as well, that could be quite difficult to get off the version that I want. So what else is there? There's Amouage Sunshine Man, it's the only Amouage that I really want. There's quite a few that I like, but Sunshine Man is the one that really appeals to me, even though I haven't smelt it. There's a 4160 Tuesdays, the Dark Art of Old Havana, which Scott from the Centurion sent me a sample, and I absolutely love it. There's another Byron I want to get. I've got 3 Byrons at the moment. I've got Black Dragon, I've got the Chronic, and I've got Mula Mula. And the last one I want to get really is the Mula Mula Rouge Extreme. Nishane, I want to get a Nishane. Kev from Mersey sent me this sample, 100 Silent Ways, and I absolutely love it. He also sent me a sample of Naxos by Zhezhov, which I love and I want to get. Another one that I really enjoy, which I've had a Perfume Parlour of, is Nasamato's Pardon. I want to get that. I want to get the rest of the Centauri range by Peter from Fragrance View. So Dendera and Gaia, I've already got Proxima, and I love that. And then Penhaligons, a couple of those. Sartorial and Halfeti, I want to get both of those. Sartorial because it's more of a barbershop feel. Halfeti is more of like a winter sort of fragrance. There's a couple of Trumpers I want to get. There's Sandalwood, which that's been hyped beyond belief, and I want to try and get that. But I also like Euchris, which Lee from Veritas Vinci sent me a sample of, and I absolutely love that. He sent me a sample of the EDT, but I want to try and get the EDP. Then there's an MDCI one, Invasion de Barbar, but that price is just a bit too much for me really. Papillon, Bengal Rouge, wouldn't mind trying to get that. And then I've got 5 Killians that I want to get. Black Phantom, I want to get the full presentation of that. That's just amazing looking. I just love it in the coffret. Apple Brandy, boozy, gotta love it. Single malt, boozy, gotta love it. Angel Share, one of the latest ones, boozy, just need to get it. That's been hyped massively. And one which doesn't get any hype, but I love the perfume parlour version of it, and it's Love the Way You Taste, which is a summer Killian, and it's like mojito in a bottle. Absolutely love it. I want to get that. There's a Manchero I want to get, which is red tobacco. I love the tangy opening of that. I have got a good clone of that, but I still prefer the original, so I want to get that. There's Nikolai New York Intense, which Matt at Questioning Sense has told me about. Want to get that. Another one that Matt has mentioned, and also Nigel from 2 Cents Worth, is an Auto Parisi one, which is Megamare. So I want to try and get that. There's a one Creed that I want to get, and that is Spice and Wood. Now I would get Viking, but I feel as though the version that I've got from Pocket Sense Blood Axe is fantastic, so there's no point getting that. I want to get a Daniel Hossier, which is Ombre Tobacco. That is amazing, and I know Nigel from 2 Cents Worth bigs up that all the time. And then to finish off with 2 from Roger Parfums, and it's Elysium. Now I know that's got a bit of an Aventus vibe, but the pop in the opening is supposed to be amazing, it's supposed to be really good, and it's very hard to replicate. So when you get clones, I've got an Alexandria clone and it doesn't match up to the original, so I want to try and get that. And then lastly, which is my unicorn scent really, and it is Enigma, or Creation E2, you American folk out there. So I hope you like my list. I'll revisit it in a year, see if I've managed to pick any of these up, if any at all, because it's always changing. What few fragrances do you want to pick up this year? What's top of your list? What's your top 3 fragrances that you want to pick up? Leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll speak to you all soon. Stay fragrant, not vagrant.